Aloha everyone, Adena Sampson here, and welcome to another edition of Living Authentically Out Loud. Today's title, With You. And my opening question to you is, does love happen when you least expect it? Does it? Does love happen when you least expect it? You know, I know we've touched on relationships before, very, very briefly. I think last time we talked about how we get into, stay in, and get out of relationships for all the wrong reasons, right? And how there's a fine line between learning to love someone and feeling that spark. So today we're going to talk about, and delve deeper into that spark. What is that spark? I really believe that no matter how old you are and how many relationships you have had, okay, love can catch you off guard and blow you away when you least expect it. Absolutely, that is the truth. Yes, sometimes we seek it. We can seek and seek and seek and never find it. Sometimes we do. But it is those times, at least in my life, that it has caught me off guard when I least expect it, and boom, whew, something's taken my breath away. Woo, what is this? Who is this? What's taking place? So it's a gut feeling, literally. At first we don't know what hit us, right? Some of us even have a tendency to feel a little queasy, I feel like I'm gonna, it's not a, it sounds like a bad thing, but really it's a good thing. I guess, as you know me, and I try to express things in the deepest, most passionate way I can to really get the point across, we feel this nervous, excited feeling that just wells up inside of you, right? You find yourself feeling a little childlike. You suddenly have a bounce in your step and a radiant glow that emanates from your being. No matter what is going on in your world, you are on cloud 9. Could this be love? Could be, who knows? So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and share with you my story this week. Yeah, this is a big one. As I've said before, the reason I like to be open with you, and I've promised to be open and vulnerable with you, is so you can see me in my truth. So none of us hide anymore. So what we don't talk about, we do talk about. It's out in the open. And so when you are feeling certain feelings, you know you are not alone. So I have to really express to you first and foremost that it takes a lot for somebody to get my attention, period. Okay, I seem to have adapted the been there, done that attitude. I know. At a young age, I feel like, I've had my fair share of relationships. And looking back, whew, huge growth. A lot of uncomfort, but huge growth in so many ways. My point is that's what it's about in all levels. I've told you this before. No matter what kind of relationship, it's for huge growth for yourself, if you can really look at it that way. Anyway, I've been single for quite some time. I took a step back to really do some, healing, inner work, self-love, and just took a little break from intimate relationships. So it's been a while. And whether it was in Las Vegas or traveling or even in Maui, I've yet to been knocked off my feet, I guess you could say, or yet to really have anybody really catch my attention. That might be weird. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has felt this way or feels this way. For me, it's not every day that somebody gets my attention, period. And like I said before on my other blog, it's not about physical attractiveness, at least not for me. There's something deeper there. There's something that is almost, how are there words to express, what we're trying to say here today. So let me just give you a little peek into what happened this weekend. I go dancing every weekend, okay? And I love it. And there's just as many men as there are females in this class. It's about a 2-hour free dance of eclectic music. It's very cathartic. It's just a wonderful space. You're not allowed to talk. You just go in there, you dance it out. And you go through different, rhythms of slow to fast. And it's just an amazing experience. Well, here's the point. Let me cut to the chase, okay? Many men in there, great men. I dance with them all the time. It's more of a self-dance, but when you integrate and you dance on the dance floor, you're bound to run into people, and you make contact or eye contact or a smile. You do a little dance, right? Well, here's what I found interesting. There's a man that shows up every once in a while, not every week. And for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, I found myself avoiding him on the dance floor the other day, completely. I would go right, he would go left. It was kind of like a, I don't know if we were dancing or what, but I found myself ignoring him. Poor guy, right? I'm not saying that I went out of my way to do this. I didn't. I promise. I wasn't even aware that I was doing it. And for whatever reason in that moment, I was just hit like it was something I had to take note of. I had done this before. But why have I gone out of my way to avoid this man out of all the men on the dance floor? What's going on with that, right? I really find it amusing, the things that we do, and the reason I'm expressing this to you is I do it too. I felt so childlike. I felt, what's wrong with me? It's just a guy, what's going on? I guess I want to let you know that there was something there. There was a spark. There's been a spark there for a while. And I guess somehow, some way, I've kind of let that go, right? So the point is, whether we decide to pursue this opportunity or not, we definitely have a mutual chemistry between us. So it's what I like to call the X factor, okay? It's either there or it's not. Simple as that. So what is the X factor, you may ask? An energy exchange of magnetic proportion. An exchange so strong and so magical. Not possible, you may say? Mere infatuation, disillusionment? No. It's out there, no doubt about it. Take my word, mark my words for it. So I wanted to share that with you today and leave you with this. Don't be afraid to fall, period. Live, laugh, love, like we talked about before. I had to step up and say something I normally wouldn't say just because it was in the moment. I'm not one to really be the pursuer in any manner. I just, that's just not my way. And sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, when the feeling's there. So, as the saying goes, 'tis better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Absolutely true, no doubt in my mind. So with that, as usual, I will leave you with the song. It's called With You. I could just play a little snippet, but it's just dear to my heart, and just listen to the lyrics. It's just great. How has this felt? Have you ever felt this way? And even when you're in relationships in the meantime, and maybe it's been a while, reconnect, ignite the passion again, get back to the way it felt when you first met. Remember to do the little things that matter the most. Show affection, appreciation, love, and kindness. I can't dance with you, 'cause when I look at you, I forget what to do. I can't speak to you, 'cause the cat's got my tongue. I can't dance with you, I can't speak to you. I can't look at you, 'cause I don't know what to do. Yeah, just to see you smile with you. Everything's worthwhile with you. Just to see that smile with you. Yeah, everything's worthwhile with you, baby. With you, baby. With you, baby. Love and light. Until next time, please visit www.outloudproductions.tv, where we offer a safe place for you to live in your truth. Aloha.